Hi guys, it's Miss Weaver. It is so wonderful to see your faces and to get to talk to you. I hope you're enjoying your time at home with your family and your friends and your pets, all the cats and dogs everybody told me about on my first day. I'm enjoying my time at home with my cats and my fiance and just having fun and getting to read and just practicing lots of stuff to be a better teacher every day for you guys. And one of those things is finding really good books to read for y'all. Now, how many of you have read the book before or seen the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? I have. I've seen the movie and read the book. But did you know that there is a part 3 to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Well, if you didn't, you're going to read and learn about it today. It's called Planet of the Pies, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Part 3. Now, when we're looking at a book, this first part that we look at is called our cover. Now it says Planet of the Pies, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, Part 3, written by Judy Barrett. Now, when it says written, we know that is the author, the person who writes the words. Drawn by Isidre Moniz. Now, when it says drawn or illustrated, what does that mean? That's right. They're the people who draw the pictures. So the illustrator drew all these fun, colorful pictures on the front page, on the front cover, and all these cool pictures on the back cover. So let's see what happens in part 3 of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It was Tuesday evening. We were watching TV with Grandpa. He picked up the newspaper and was shocked when he saw the front page headline. He held it up to show us. Astronauts land on Mars. Speculation as to what or who they will find there. Henry and I looked at each other in disbelief. I asked Grandpa what he thought they'd find on Mars. Henry said he hoped it would be aliens. Grandpa says we'll have to wait and see. And if it's aliens, he hoped they'd be friendly ones. Moments later, a breaking TV news alert appeared on the TV. A noticeably startled reporter blurted out, "We interrupt this program for some earth-shaking news. We have just been informed that astronauts have discovered a thick, gelatinous substance on Mars, both on the ground and falling from the sky." Here's a crazy thought. Could it be pie filling? That'd be pretty weird. Stay tuned, and we'll have an exclusive, first of its kind, interview with our astronauts live from Mars. Look at all the different aliens the illustrator thought up and created. You've got the news reporter. The news reporter does look kind of startled, scared, kind of nervous, unsure. I wonder what kind of pie filling it might be. I think it's apple pie. What do you think? Those are all really good answers. Henry and I jumped up and down, yelling about how much we love pie and wondering why it can't rain pie here on Earth. We told Grandpa we wanted to go to Mars for our vacation this summer. He said he didn't think that was possible because it's a very long trip. We don't have a spaceship and we're not astronauts. Henry said he'd like to become an astronaut and fly to Mars in a spaceship where he could eat lots of pie and meet aliens. I said I'd be happy just eating here on Earth. Grandpa reminded us that we have some pie in the fridge. Henry reminded Grandpa that it wasn't Martian pie and wondered what that would taste like. Look at their pictures dreaming of Mars and pie. And there's her brother dreaming about being an astronaut and eating pie in space and meeting aliens. Did everybody see my kitty cat just now? That was Concrete, my gray cat that I told you guys about. He's so sweet. He loves to cuddle in my lap. But let's keep reading about what kind of pie might be on Mars. Grandpa said maybe we'd all get to find out someday. But enough about Mars and pie for now. It was time to go to bed. We kissed Grandpa goodnight. He wished us sweet dreams and we scampered upstairs. Grandpa sat down to watch the rest of the breaking news. Then he dozed off and dreamt about a most unusual place. Look, there's a kitty going up to the room with them. The illustrator does a great job using lots of details when he draws his pictures. To my great surprise, I found myself on Mars. This is the Grandpa talking now. All suited up as mission commander along with my crew of fellow astronauts. It had been a long, long ride, and we were glad to have finally landed safely. We climbed out of our spaceship cautiously and surveyed the landscape for any signs of life. We could hardly believe our eyes. What we saw was pie, and lots of it. It was all over the place and even raining down from the sky. You can see all the pies falling. All kinds of different pie fillings, it looks like. I sure hope no pie lands on them, right? Oh, Miss Weaver spoke too soon. There's some people with pie on their heads. Despite the adverse weather conditions, we set up our camera for TV transmission. Pie splattered under the lens, and it was also on our suits, our boots, our helmets. It tasted awfully good. The TV interview was about to start. I wiped off the lids. Oh, excuse me, friends. We looked pretty messy, and when we were asked what we had found so far, we all yelled out, "Pie!" I thought, first it's meatballs and chew and swallow, and now it's pie on Mars. So if you ever saw or read the book, saw the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, or read the book, you'll remember it rained meatballs from the sky. And there's Grandpa when it rained the meatballs. In the distance, we saw a group of umbrella-carrying Martians coming towards us. There were tall ones and short ones and some with strange pets. They were all mumbling. What do you think an alien would sound like when they talk? Go ahead, give me your best alien voice. I'm listening. That is so awesome. You guys are such great readers and speakers. That is so awesome. Great imaginations, friends. The reporter asked about the approaching Martians and what they were saying. It was a peculiar sounding language. Lots of jumbled up consonants. They were puzzled as to what they were trying to tell us, but they appeared to be friendly. I listened carefully, and something about the sound rang a loud bell. I had taken Martian in high school instead of Spanish or French. When I told this to my crew, they were amazed and relieved. So were the Martians. They handed us a book titled Martian into English in 12 hours or less. It really came in handy for my buddies. Who knew you could take Martian in school? I took Spanish. It was muy bueno. The Martians said they had been waiting for years for us to come and visit them. They had headed toward Earth several times, but they got scared at the last minute and flew right back to Mars. Now, here we are on Mars, and here they were with this annoying pie problem. It had started raining pie about 6 months ago between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m., just in time for dessert. They desperately needed help. It was just too much pie. They were stepping in it, dragging into their homes on their feet. Their space cars even got stuck in it. This was definitely a huge problem. The last thing we thought we'd find on Mars. But we said we'd help figure out a solution. And we did. Oop. Say hi, Concrete. Everybody say hi to Concrete. He's come for more cuddles. He wants Mom's attention. All right, let's look at those cool pictures. You can see where they got scared on Halloween and flew away from Earth. And there they are making their plan. They took us on a tour in their double-decker space bus. They drove in and around the pie, pointing out their homes, schools, parks, Martian monuments, and natural wonders. We saw just how much pie had piled up on the ground. They had built walls, houses, mountains, and sculptures with it, but it was apparent they couldn't keep this up. What they caught on their plates between 5 and 7, they ate for dessert, but the situation was most definitely getting out of hand. The Martians prepared quite an unusual feast for us that night. They even held a pie eating contest for dessert. And guess who won? They put us up at the Mars Motel. Who do you think won at that table? Who won the pie contest? That's right, it's this alien right here with his hands in the air. He's still got a whole mouthful of food. The next morning, we all got together to discuss the pie problem. I've been thinking about it all night and had come up with an idea. I suggested catching the pies, exporting them back to Earth in boxes and selling them. We'd be partners in a pie business and would call it Martian Pie. Tastes out of this world. They really liked that, but how would we catch the pies? Would you guys go into a business with aliens? I don't know if I would. I recommended constructing giant nets. The pies would land safely and we could slide them off and put them in boxes. Everyone agreed that this was a wonderful idea and a fine solution to the pie problem. And so our joint adventure officially began. We brought samples of the pies back to Earth for scientific analysis to make sure they passed our safety codes. And they did. So we packaged them and shipped them off everywhere. And I mean absolutely everywhere. So So here they are catching the pies and putting them in boxes. And then over here is where they're delivering all the pies everywhere. Grandpa awoke from his dream the next morning to see more breaking news on the TV. The reporter said that the thick, glutinous substance that he thought might be pie filling was just wishful thinking on his part. It was actually unusually thick and colorful Martian rain. He apologized for the error. It was kind of silly to think it was pie, huh? The front page headline read, "No pie on Mars, just bad weather." Under it was a picture of the astronauts. Henry and I noticed the resemblance to Grandpa and asked him, "Is that you in the picture?" "How could it be? I wasn't in Mars. I was just asleep on my chair." I don't know, friends. He looks kind of familiar. After dinner that evening, we all watched TV while Grandpa served us pie for dessert. "I bet this tastes a lot better than Martian pie," said Henry. "I bet it does," Grandpa says proudly, "because I made it myself." The end. That was such a fun book to read, friends. I hope you enjoyed it so much. I will have another fun book for us to read later. I'm thinking maybe Fancy Nancy. We'll see what kind of problems Fancy Nancy gets into later. But I just wanted to end this video by doing a little goodbye and giving you something to practice today while you're at home on this rainy afternoon. So what I would like you to practice today is signing some of your ABCs, and I'm going to give you a couple to practice. This right here, putting your thumb against your four fingers flat, is the sign for A. A like Avery, A like AJ, A like Allie, A like Ava, all my A friends. Can you do A for me? Good job. This is letter B. B is your palm straight up, fingers facing out, and your thumb across just like this. This is letter B. B for bird, blue, butterflies, and butter. Your next letter is letter C. You just make a C with your hand. It's super easy to make a C. Who remembers what sound C makes? Good job. C as in cat. Carson or car. Good job, friends. The last letter I want to teach you is letter D. The fun thing about letter D is it actually looks like a D. How cool is that? Letter D. D as in dog. Draw, dragon, and maybe even Daisy. So let's try them all together. Show me letter A. A, apple. Good job. B, banana. Good job. C, cat. Good job. Remember to get that t sound at the end of cat. And your last letter is D, dog. Dog. It has been so much fun getting to talk to you guys for a little bit. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you soon. Bye.